Hi, everybody.
Hey.
In case you didn't know it, my name is Christopher Hamblin, and I am thrilled to be joining you this evening with my good buddy, the amazingly talented Eric Alsford. And we are so very honored to be bringing you this very special evening, Unexpressed, the songs of John Bucchino. Now, I know many of you may not be familiar with John Bucchino and his work, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. I discovered John when I was maybe, I guess, 20, 21 years old, and around 1999 or 2000. I had originally found an album called Myths and Hymns by a guy called Adam Gettle. And it led me down this rabbit hole of being obsessed with artists like Kristen Chenoweth and Audra McDonald. And I eventually, in researching all of their work, back in the day we didn't have Google. We had to go to the Borders store and flip through CDs to find some new stuff. And I eventually ran across an album called Grateful, the songs of John Bucchino. And John is a singer, songwriter, composer who lives in New York City. And I was originally from Tennessee. And I became very, very enamored with his music and fell in love with it so quickly. I think that it has an intelligence and a lyricism and a musicality that you really don't find in many other places. A lot of people would consider this in a post-Sondheim kind of cabaret, musical theater kind of realm. So I hope that you're ready to go on this weird journey with me. I called the show Unexpressed after the name of the first song that I sang because I do feel like this is a side of me that I don't really get to show you guys. I have a long performance history, but most of you kind of know me for being behind the scenes and helping my fabulous husband, which is fun. We'll talk about that later. But tonight, thanks to the wonderful talents of Mr. Alsford over here, we're going to present you some intellectual musical theater. So thanks for joining us. The next song that I'm going to do is called Sweet Dreams, and it is not by Annie Lennox. I will tell you a little bit more about my history with this song after I sing it, but I guess I would consider it kind of a typical, very standard John Bucchino kind of song. It's a story about a couple of people that you'll learn a lot more about. And it was one of the first songs that I ever heard that had an unabashedly out gay character in it. And that was one of the things that really drew me to John's music, was it told me of a world where all these things that you're about to hear about can happen.
And it was recorded by a famous lady.
And it was indeed. One of the things that stands out about John is the amazing singers that he has gotten to record his songs. Judy Collins recorded this song on the Grateful album. So, she wasn't really in the business of recording much new material in the 2000s. I just played some of her other stuff with the Leonard Cohen and Joni Mitchell program. But tonight, I'm going to give you my little version of Sweet Dreams. He left a man in New York City, and she broke a home in New Orleans, and they made their way to California. Sweet dreams, children, sweet dreams. They hit it off in a Greyhound station when she kicked the cigarette machine and woke him apart from his nap beside it. Woke him apart from his sweet dreams. He talked about his sugar daddies. She talked about her mean Marine. And they settled down Well, there's no man to sell your heart to when you're dancing across the TV screens. No husband to beat you when you're in the movies. Just sweet dreams, children, sweet dreams. Run away to another skin, a tough one, a pretty one that won't let the badness in. Now he's keeping house for a big producer who pays for the classes and the limousines. And she's in a bar, passed out with whiskey, dreaming sweet dreams, still dreaming sweet dreams. Run away to another skin, a tough one, a pretty one that won't let the sadness in. It won't let the madness win. There is a sidewalk in California where they put the stars right at your feet, and people delight in stepping on them. This might be a little bit of bittersweet dreams by the end of the day, mightn't they? But to a 20-year-old kid from Tennessee who had never been to Los Angeles, had never been to New York City, had never experienced any of these things, I was hearing these characters drawn out of a world that I very, very much wanted to find out about. Where I was from, it was not okay to be out and gay at that time. And in some places near where I'm from, it's still not really terribly kosher. And I so much appreciated hearing John speak of this man that just casually left a man in New York City and had sugar daddies and things. So inspired by that, while I was still living in Nashville, the way I got to know John personally was that I actually, back in the days when they still made phone books, I don't know if they still send out phone books or not, but I found John's phone number, and it's probably unlisted now, so please don't go look it up and call him after I tell you the story. But 20 years ago, when I was ambitious, I called him and was leaving him a long voicemail. And it wasn't called voicemail yet. We had answering machines in those days. And he was kind enough to pick up and give me some advice about New York City and my path there, and was very much an inspiration to me moving up there. As we all know, that sweet dream did not pan out. I did not become the overnight success, the 42nd Street story that I wanted in New York City. I learned a lot of lessons and met a lot of people, and I sure wouldn't be where I am now if I hadn't done that then, but it didn't work out like I thought. What happened instead is that I got married a couple of years ago, and all of that, quite unexpected. I met a man that could deal with me, and so here we are in this beautiful place in Florida that I now call home. And so I would like to share with you a song that John wrote called "It Feels Like Home," and this is especially dedicated to my very sweet dear husband, Timothy, aka Latrice Royale Cox. Key in the door unlocking more than wood. The ceiling may not be dry yet, but it feels like when you hold me, it feels like home. We don't need a dining room table. So far there's no one to invite. For me, a cardboard box would do just fine, as long as I'm with you each night. It seems to me if you never risk, you never win. And since we're in this together, it feels like home. Don't need a dining room table. So far there's no one to invite. For me, a cardboard box would do just fine, as long as I'm with you each night. Yes, we have come from a long way. Friends say wrong way. Still, I only know when you hold me, it feels like home. It feels like home. It feels like home. Aww, isn't that just precious? It's a lovely song, isn't it? When I first listened to it 20 years ago, I never thought that I would be owning my own home and doing a virtual cabaret online moment thing, salon with you guys like we're doing. But that's what the future holds. You never ever know. I think that I'm going to change the mood a little bit for this next song. I think I'm going to match your tie instead of my tie. How do you like? Oh, would you like a Mai Tai? I don't know. What's in a Mai Tai? I don't even know what's in a Mai Tai. Let's see if I can't change this a little bit. Is it? You use this too? We have things in common, Eric. We have things in common. So while I'm fidgeting and being detail-oriented, it's actually kind of a nice segue into this next song, I guess, right?
Oh, yeah.
This next song is called Not a Cloud in the Sky. And it is about a guy that I don't identify with at all. This is a complete character stretch for me, a complete exercise in acting. I have nothing in common with this guy. All of that's a lie, because he's totally me. He's trying desperately to get some control over his life, and some of you may be able to relate to this. It's some crazy times that we're living in, and whether you turn on the news or just walk outside or have to put your mask on or whatever it is that might be going on in your life, I think we're all trying to deal with it whatever way we can. People like ourselves, we make art. I hope you enjoy this song. I know, I'll alphabetize CDs, scrub the grout in the bathroom tile, anything to take some control, make order out of chaos for a tiny little while. I'll smile a satisfied smile, Lord of all I survey, not a speck of dust, not a painting off plumb, not a cloud in the sky today. Tight rein on that tomboy, white knuckle grip on the slip of a thought. Everything is perfectly fine, finally perfect, blinding white sheets with hospital corners immovably taut, and peace of mind that I've bought in my usual way. Not a speck of doubt, not a smile of plum, not a cloud sky today. There's a dam that I saw in a movie once, and the dam had a tiny little crack. And the crack became a bigger crack, and the dam couldn't hold the water back. And when the flooding stopped, not a soul in the fairy tale village below had been spared. Well, I got plenty of spackle, no damn crack'll catch me unprepared. No, sir, I'm not scared. Just iron that wrinkled tie, smooth out that furrowed brow. Something's awry outside, but there's no need to pry into that right now. I simply won't allow any fear or dismay. Believe it doesn't hurt, believe it helps to pray. Believe I just don't care, believe it's actually a blessing to be this self-aware. Believe hope's not a lie, and things that need to be have been addressed. I believe there is no true goodbye, and since this shirt is so impeccably pressed, you're not really about to die. Okay, look. If I don't deny, then I'll cry and cry and cry and cry till all the walls are washed away. No, I could not tolerate such disarray. So, not a speck of doubt, not a smile in this town, not a cloud in the sky today. I don't know what those last words were that I said, but we kind of got through the song. I think you got the gist.
The song.
It was sort of. They were sort of that. They were sort of right. I hope you understood the meaning.
You got the point.
You got the point. There is a cloud, though. There is a cloud. There are dark clouds in the sky. There are giants in the sky too. They say that Sondheim said. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to sing that. I'm seeing some of your comments here. And hi everybody, I've not even started to look through them and greet you, so we really appreciate you being here. If you are having a good time, there are ways that you can let us know that, and some of those are financial in nature. Eric and I both are present on Venmo. You can find me at Christopher L. Hamblin, ChristopherLHamblin, or at Eric Alsford, EricAlsford. You can hit us up that way. I'm also available on Cash App or PayPal or Zelle, or you can mail me a check, but you got to DM me for the address. I think that temporary advice, is that right? Yeah, okay. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. This is music that is, I think, so unique that it almost struggles to find a home. Sometimes you're not going to exactly hear it on the radio. And John almost writes almost like an entire musical in a song.
Yeah, like little one-act plays.
They really are little vignettes of scenes of an entire moment in somebody's life. And this next song that I'm going to share with you after this sip of water is very much one of those.
It's very relevant right now.
It's very relevant. You can interpret the song however you would like. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I think it's about before we start. I think that the song is set from the perspective of a parent who is trying to explain to a child something difficult. Perhaps it's a divorce. Perhaps it is a disease or a death. And in the most childlike terms, this parent or person is attempting to explain the nature of existence, really, and how things shift and you can't really count on anything in a certain kind of way. I learned a long time ago that songs that I feel are optimistic or healing, sometimes people think are sad. I don't know. I'll let you kind of decide. I really hope this song doesn't make you sad, though. I hope that you can find the comfort and the wisdom in these lyrics and the beauty in the melodies that John created. I really love this song, and it's my pleasure to share it with you. Honey, come here, I have something to tell you. It won't make things perfect, and it may not make sense, but someday you'll see it, as clear as my smile. Do you know the word temporary? It means only for a little while. Everything is temporary. A friend moves, a tooth aches, a pet dies, a toy breaks. The detours one life takes, temporary. Everything is temporary. A storm clears, a tear dries, a wing heals, a bird flies. The trust lighting your eyes, temporary. I know you want things to stay the same. I know it's hard to watch your childhood going up in smoke. It's hard for me to watch a child who's growing up and choke back all the warnings I could scream to protect you from the things that aren't solid as they seem. But then I'm only temporary. Everything is temporary. A child leaves, a heart breaks, a love dies, a world shakes. The difference one life makes, temporary. The trick is hold it now as tightly as you can. Whether it's your favorite toy or a sad little boy who's trying hard to be a brave little man. Hold it tighter, 'cause you know you'll have to let it go. If you learn this, though, you won't feel so sad. A playmate, a tear stain, a Christmas, a dad. The best times, the worst pain, all temporary. Woo! All temporary. These situations that we're going through, we can only hope show some relief and are temporary for us all. You know, Latrice and I do not have any kids, thank goodness, but we do still get asked for a lot of advice. And that's just about the only piece of advice that I have, is to know that, the successes that we have seen And the failures that we have seen have all been temporary, and you can't get overcommitted to any state of being in your life because whatever is going to happen is going to happen. It's going to go next. Maybe we can change another little mood here and
Especially
go kind of...
next song.
Ooh, yes, because we do change the mood with this next song, don't we? We can accept that everything is temporary, and there is a level of acceptance in Buddhism and Zen that I like to bring to my life. But I also have to balance that, I find, with a sense of determination. You can accept your life sometimes into a place of stagnation and not allowing yourself to grow. But sometimes you have to take the wheel. It's no good. It's too packed. I can't just play a final song, say so long, and leave it at that. It's alright. I've got time. So I didn't hitch a ride on a rocket to the top. I'll get there in a steady climb. What did it mean? What have I learned? Crossing bridges before they're burned, leading life instead of being led. Losing my head, what's it about? Did I lose innocence going in or gain experience coming out? What did it mean? What have I learned? Eating off tables before they're turned, leading life instead of playing dead. Throwing down the pencil and grabbing a pen, taking the wheel, driving again. Throwing down the pencil and writing in ink. This is how I feel, this is what I think. Dreaming again and making those dreams real. No big deal, I'll hit my stride. If I'm not getting the ribbon at the end of the race, it's only cause I haven't tried. What did it mean? What have I learned? Taking the credit I know I've earned. Waking up and flying out of bed. Throwing down the pencil and grabbing a pen. Taking the wheel, driving again. Throwing down the pencil and writing in ink. This is how I feel, this is what I feel. Dreaming again and making those dreams real. Taking the wheel. I've been in the backseat long enough, tagging along for the ride. I've been in the backseat long enough to know that you never get what you deserve if you never can decide. There's only one way to get where you want to go. Throwing down the pencil and grabbing a pen, taking the wheel, driving again. Throwing down the pencil and writing in ink. This is how I feel, this is what I feel. Dreaming again and making those dreams real. Taking the money. I've been in the backseat long enough, tagging along for the ride. I've been in the backseat long enough to know that you never get what you deserve if you never can decide. There's only one way to get where you wanna go. Throwing down the pencil and grabbing a pen, taking the wheel, driving again. Throwing down the pencil and grabbing a pen. This is how I feel, this is what I feel. Dreaming again and making those dreams real. Dreaming again and making those dreams real. Dreaming again and making those dreams so real. Taking the wheel. note at the end. We made it through. I'm gonna clap for us
It's like
we
a
deserve.
train that just never stops.
It is a train that well, when you take that wheel, baby, sometimes it takes off and you gotta go with it. That's the great thing about manifesting things into this multiverse. Sometimes you gotta keep up with yourself. It's kind of like us. We've been talking about how we've got more projects than we realized we had. You and I both have been very busy this week.
In the middle of a pandemic, we got busy.
I don't know how exactly that happens, but it does happen, doesn't it?
Thankful.
But then you're off to, where did you say you're going for a few weeks?
Aspen.
Aspen. What's it going to be like there? Is it warm there this time of year?
It's no humidity.
No humidity. Oh, so it's dry. See, we're moist here in Florida. You're going to go to the dry heat. I'm sorry, that last song is very high, and my throat is saying that I need liquids in it. This next song that I have for you, that we have for you, I gotta tell you, there's no real good reason to sing this song except that I want to. Everybody kind of has that ex in their lives, I think, that like your first love or somebody that you're never going to get over. I think this song is a little bit like, I was telling Eric earlier, it's a little bit like the, I still forgot it. I Can't Make You Love Me by Bonnie Raitt. It's Someone Like You by Adele. It's the drunk at karaoke, like that they're never going to get over this person. But, you know, sometimes people just deserve to suffer. So I'm going to put you guys through it. Tonight. I really love this song, and again with the legendary singers on the Grateful album. It was recorded by none other than Art Garfunkel.
Oh, that's right.
But we're not singing it in his key. I'm singing it quite a bit lower than Art Garfunkel. But the poetry and the maturity in this song, I really, really love. I always confuse part of it with another song by Bernadette Peters called Only Wounded. It's a Peter Allen song. But that's not what we're singing tonight. We're going to sing, what are we going to sing? I got totally lost. If I ever say I'm over you. It's a Kleenex song for sure. I won't say who this is dedicated to. If I ever say I'm over you, the unsentimental things I do will have driven out the ghosts somehow and pull me through. If I tend to disregard your touch, well, it seems to me it would be such a waste of time to let this poor heart feel that much. But sometimes a photograph can make me cry, force a laugh, and somehow the memory of how complete we used to be is keeping me from you. If you ever hear me doubt the past, well, it's a simple fact. We didn't last. Run aground on hard times while the good times flew too fast. I'm not sure if we can make amends. Maybe this is how our story ends, with don't believe it's true. If I ever say I'm over you. Oh, if I ever say it, just don't believe it's true. I'm lying. The whole song is a lie. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did. I loved it. I have a friend called Chevy Ann's who might be watching, but probably not. She says that the only person who enjoys the ballad is the person singing it. So maybe that was just for me, but John wrote it, and I think it's beautiful. I think I only have one more song to share with you all. So before I do that, I want to say that, especially in keeping with the theme of the final song that I have for you, I want to express a whole bunch of gratitude. First, I need to thank my assistant, Xander, who has always got my back and did the flyer for this show and keeps me sane, even from another coast. Out there in California. I also have to thank Carlos Rios, who was production assistant on this show and helped me out yesterday, and I could not have done this without either of them. I already dedicated a song to my husband. However, I do want to say again, thank you so much to my husband Tim for helping create this experience with me. He was an invaluable partner in my life and has completely changed the way I see a lot of these songs. I was very young and very single when I learned these songs, and it's very emotional and profound for me to get to share them with you as an old married man now. But most of all, I could not have done this and would not have done this without Eric Alsford here at the piano. Thank you so much for sharing your talent and time with me this evening and blessing me with your music, because I've really enjoyed working with you. I never get to step out in front and do this. I'm always where he is. You guys are used to seeing me play for a bunch of drag queens.
So now you're singing like a whole new talented side of Christopher.
Well, hopefully that's how they consider it. I want to especially say that should these recordings make it back to Mr. Bucchino, thank you so much, not only for your music, for your words, for your inspiration, but for the kindness that you've showed me and all of the ways that you've led me as a musician and as an individual. I really appreciate all of the things that you have brought into the world. With all of that said, the name of John's album is Grateful, and it's based on the song that he wrote. Almost every holiday has or had a song. There's Easter songs, there's Christmas songs, there's Valentine's Day songs, but poor Thanksgiving, nothing. Nobody cared about those turkeys. I guess we just killed the turkey and ate, and everybody got fat, and we were cool. But John had the wisdom to come up with a song about gratitude. That was recorded by Michael Feinstein on the Grateful record, and was later recorded for the project I'm about to talk about, again, Art Garfunkel. The song Grateful, as I remember it, John, I hope I'm telling this story right, the song came to the attention of Julie Andrews, and people wanted her to sing it. But as we know, Julie had retired from singing due to the problems that she had had with her vocal notes. But she did manage to have it turned into a children's book that is probably, hopefully, still available on Amazon.com. And it's beautiful, and it comes with a CD of Art Garfunkel performing this song in a different key than me. But it's absolutely adorable. And I wanted to show you guys this book because I have 2 copies of it, actually. One I bought for myself, and one I gave to my now late grandmother. And so now I have both of those copies, and they live here at my house with me. And this was a very special song for us. And I hope that it will be for you as well. The song is called Grateful, and in all of this chaos with disease and violence and political unrest, it has been very difficult on some days for me to find something to be grateful for. But I have to remind myself every day that there is something that I can find to latch onto to keep my mental health, my spirit, my sanity intact. And I am so grateful to John for creating this song as a reminder of that. And I hope that you find in it some inspiration for gratitude in your own experience. I'm going to leave you with Grateful. I've got a roof over my head. I've got a warm place to sleep. Some nights I lie awake counting gifts instead of counting sheep. I've got a heart that can hold love. I've got a mind that can think on a good day. There may be times when I lose the light and let my spirit sink, but I can't stay depressed when I remember how I'm blessed. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. In a city of strangers, I've got a family of friends. No matter what rocks and brambles fill the way, I know that they will stay until the end. I feel a hand holding my hand. It's not a hand that you can see, but on the road to the promised land, this hand will shepherd me through delight and despair, holding tight and always there. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. It's not that I don't want a lot, or hope for more, or dream of more, but giving thanks for what I've got makes me so much happier than keeping score. In a world that can bring pain, I will still take each chance, for I believe that whatever the terrain, our feet can learn to dance, whatever stone life may sling. We can moan or we can sing. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. Truly blessed and duly grateful. More than anything, Eric and I are both grateful to all of you that joined us this evening. Hopefully you can find this later on my Facebook page or on my YouTube channel if you missed it. Thank you so much for joining us for Unexpressed, the songs of John Bucchino. We really hope you got what you needed out of this experience tonight. Happy quarantining!